Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Philip Osehobo. I'm a member of AMPA, an Association of Nigerian Physicians in America, Georgia chapter. My credentials are MD, PhD, and FACP. I am currently the Chief Medical Officer and Vice President Medical Affairs of Spalding and Silver Group Hospitals. I want to thank you all for this opportunity to share my experience as a healthcare executive in this pandemic of COVID-19. I have been asked by my president to talk about two items today of interest to our physicians and our healthcare providers and our government officials. The first in this series is on crisis management. I would request, if you don't mind, to change crisis management to emergency preparedness, because that is what it really is. For any incident that we come across our communities, our country, our healthcare industry, emergency preparedness is what I would like to share with you. Basically, emergency preparedness is in three parts. The first part is before the emergency takes place, which we call pre-incident. The second part is during the emergency itself. And then the third part is post the emergency. In these three categories, we typically will have what is described as an incident command system. An incident command system becomes the central rallying point or the command center for all activities that will be involved with this emergency, and in this case, with crisis of COVID-19. So the first part I described was pre-crisis or pre-emergency. During this phase, you have what you call strategic planning, which involves really looking at what is available, what infrastructure is available, what changes need to be made with infrastructure, what increase in support system need to be made available, what changes of technology will be needed, and using a model, you are able to anticipate when you will hit a surge and when you will hit a peak, and therefore be ready when that happens. All of these discussions and dialogue takes place in the pre-preparatory phase, which usually you would describe as strategic planning. During the crisis, however, when the emergency has taken place, you have a different set of conversations ongoing at the incident command center system. During this time, you have conversations and dialogue that involves, number one, operationalizing what you had put in place at the preparatory stage, i.e., number one, you want to get a daily report out. And during that daily report out, you form an action plan that are deliverable within 24 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours, or 1 hour, depending on the significance of the challenges and the barriers you are meeting during this operational stage. This incident system stage is occurring day after day, hour after hour, and is a dynamic process. And in this phase, you want to be able to actionalize all the opportunities to make things better before the next day. And then the third phase actually is what you now call post-incident debrief. In the post-incident debrief, you are looking at what we call either root cause analysis or apparent cause analysis, which are opportunities that may have been missed that are structural or that are fundamental to the organization that needs to be changed in the future. What is the incident command system? The incident command system is made up of uh, basically uh, five parts. You have the command center, you have operations, you have planning, you have logistics, and then you have administration of finance. The head of the incident command system is called the incident commander. The incident commander has the ability to operationalize, make decisions on the go, and put into place changes or machinery to make the operation of the incident ongoing and less cumbersome. He or she has the executive function and authority to ask and receive assistance from all the parts that have been mentioned: administration, logistics, planning, and finance. Usually, those pillars get reported to by units. For instance, administration and finance, we have the ability to go to each unit to describe what staffing level is available and how this staffing level needs to be changed in terms of creating a kind of critical care pay change or any kind of incentive to bring more people in if that is an opportunity. When it comes to logistics, you're looking at operation issues that has to do with technological transfer. There are issues with telephone, computers that need to be optimized for what is ongoing. And when it comes to planning, that's again, you have subsets units that report up to the planning units. Incident command systems can be replicated at any level. At the hospital level, it will be called Hospital Incident Command System. At the state level, it will be called the State Incident Command System. But basically, they follow the same pattern. You have an incident commander, you have four parts that report: the administrative wing, the operations wing, the logistics wing. And also feeding into the incident command system is the public relations department and the public safety officer, which will be the individuals charged with disseminating information and bringing information from the field. In a hospital setting during this COVID, what you will expect in an incident command system will be, for instance, the incident commander will be the chief medical director. Members of the incident command system will be the chief matron or the head nurse, who the individual unit levels will report to on their staffing levels. And then you also have operations, which will include finance to describe what is available. And then you have logistics, which will describe the infrastructure that will be required. Reporting out is a daily routine of the incident command system, and the incident commander is able to make action plan to address barriers and challenges until the crisis is solved. This is briefly how crisis management or emergency preparedness is done. I hope this has been useful. Thank you.